I guess I got to get this off my chest here. I put a Twitter review of it, nice, quick and simple on my Twitter at ClackOff. So I guess I'll go into longer detail here because I'm gonna write everything down. Uh, okay, I'll say this about the movie: they used every character as well as they could. They all get their own spotlight in some way. That's great. So, like that's definitely a big plus when it comes to Guardians of the Galaxy fans. There's a bunch of new characters in there. Cosmo. There's like some alien tentacle type creature thing. Adam Warlock and his sister, or his sister and mother. I'm not sure which one. And a bunch of other. Trust me, a bunch of other characters in here that I have no idea who the fuck they are and where they're from. Mantis was putting people to sleep. Gamora came in there. Well, I don't even know if it was Gamora. I'm not totally sure. I asked my friend after the movie was over. I was like, was that really Gamora? And he was like, He was like that. I was like, yeah, that's pretty much what I thought of the movie. So the deal is, a woman or alien that looks exactly like Gamora is not Gamora and has no memory of Star Lord and the Avengers and stuff like that. There, so it looks like his ex girlfriend, but it's not his ex girlfriend. So yeah, they did explain the movie. I'm not in the beginning of the movie. They kind of did explain it, like it is her, but like the memories are wiped or something like that. It's something like that. So like, is she back from the dead with the memory wipes? Or is it like part of the alien species that they can take like a pounding or whatever, and when they get killed per se, they come back with no memory, but no memory. Is that what's going on here? So I'm not particularly sure. Well, they all got the spotlight some way. I'll spoil some right here. Three, two, one. Here, Rocket has his whole huge backstory of how he became to be. He has friends and allies in the pen. He wants to get them out there. They were all experimented on just like him, and he makes like an ally pact with them. But the way they do it with him and the background is very sweet, very touching. A lot of like twitters and shakes, like you really feel for the creatures, like them be cooped up like that there, and the human, no, not even human, but their masters per se, the scientists who experiment on them are completely soulless a-holes. So you really feel for the character. Groot, like he does his thing in the movie. He does stretchy powers, expands wings, things like that. There, so he gets his moment in there. Drex is a brute. He smashes stuff there. He picks things up there. He's a very strong guy. Memory stuff there, takes things very literally. But he also has another arc later on in the picture with a bunch of young girls. I'll just put it that way, and it makes him more relatable. So Drex is a very good arc. Like I said, this Gamora is all over the picture, so when you see it, you'll see it. Star Lord, huge arc over there, but like something happened later on in the picture that he could have gotten away scot free, but he had to go back to that damn player, and he froze in space, and his cheeks puffed up, and there was girls in the back of me saying he automatically went from a 10 to a -10 when his cheeks puffed. So fuck those girls. Moving on. Mantis was all over the picture as well. That was really cool, and Nebula was all over the picture. Um, so that was good. The Adam Warlock is 100% pure chump in this picture. He's a laughing stock. They're all like what they did with Thor in Endgame. They made him a laughing stock. That's what they do with Adam Warlock there. Powerful dude there, kicks some ass here and there, but overall with his peers and to other people, once they get to know the pattern of him, he's a fucking chump. He looks down. He's very sad. He's a fucking chump. In other words, because he's a straight white man, he has to look like a chump. There is LGBTQ stuff in the movie, a little bit here and there, but Disney, they gotta force it in there some way, somehow. There were scenes in the picture that did not make sense for the LGBT thing, but they shoved it in there because it's fucking Disney, and people were like nodding me in the side or whatever, like they all with a look there. Yup, Disney. Yup. The effects were cool. The angles were cool, things like that. Yeah, so. Yeah, I enjoyed the picture when it comes to the visual effects and the camera work, but I didn't really care about the action at all. I like the action more in Sisu that came out recently. Like it's like kind of like a Rambo First Blood or John Wick when he goes on a rampage. It's very subtle what's going on there, but when the action like kicks in there, it's like holy fuck! It's worth the wait. It's worth the build up there, the tension build up. 100% in that movie. But in this one, if there's so much like stuff going on there, I can't really take it in. So I'm sure some people would like it, for sure. But it's a good signal for the characters for sure because they all have their moment to shine. Um, it was just like a lot of weird things that were going on in the picture that made me go like, "What the fuck?" Because I watch a ton of movies that you've never heard of. Have you heard of the Black Demon? Have you heard of Sisu? Have you heard of Are You There, Guard? It's Me, Margaret. Polite Society. PS-1, some foreign movie. Shivai. Have you heard of those movies? I doubt you have. So I see a lot of fucking movies, bro. So when it comes to pacing and action and intensity, I know what the fuck I'm talking about. And this one just had a lot of stuff in there. I'm sure like fans of the Guardians of the Galaxy would point out certain things like, oh, that's that character, and like this thing and that thing. But it felt like the Mario movie to like Grace Randolph. I was like, what the fuck is going on here? There's so much shit going on here. After the movie was over, we all got free posters, and there was a guy doing a survey, and people were asking what you thought of the movie, and the biggest response was 4 to 5 because most of us will remember how good No Way Home was and Endgame and stuff like that there. Those are 5 out of 5 pictures. This is not a 5 out of 5 picture. It ends with a fucking dance number, bro. It ends with a dance number. I'm like, how cliche can you get? So, yeah. So, yeah, even this guy, uh, the brother of the director, he has his obvious arc that really can't. He doesn't know how to work the whistle thing of the guy with the arrows in the beginning, and then at the end, he learns it. Ooh, big surprise there. So I was like, okay, whatever. We all know what's gonna do it. Is it cool when it happens? It's kind of cool, but not like holy fuck. There were scenes when I was like, having a good time, but a majority of the movie, I was like sitting on my hands, going like, sorry, dude. I will watch it again in 40x because of the way the movie was like the action sequences in space and the rotating cameras. I do want to feel that one. That's great. But overall, I don't really care about the story. Maybe like when I see some Easter egg videos and know more about what I was seeing, I'll enjoy it more. But for now, I got other things to look at, buddy. That's it for now. Clack off.